Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to Naturally Nija. How you guys doing? Hope you guys doing well. Hope you guys are feeling blessed and amazing today. And if you're not, I'm sending you so much love and light. Things will get better. I promise. I promise. Okay. But anywho, I just like to spread a little love at the beginning of my videos because that's just who I am. That's just how I am. Big positivity spreader, and I'm only here to deliver you guys love and light. Okay, so anywho, let's get into this video's topic. As you guys can tell by the title, I'm going to be giving you guys my personal points and ways when it comes to bettering your life, and most importantly bettering yourself, because it really starts with yourself. It starts with your identity. It starts with who you are at the core. You know, you have to get that in check. You have to have your identity in check before everything else can change, before your life can change, before your circumstances can change. You know, it all starts with identity. It all starts with self. Okay, so keep that in mind. Always remember that if you are wanting to better your life, you have to better yourself. You have to improve the quality of who you are. Okay, make changes. So with that being said, changes. Okay, you have to actually want the change, because you know, you hear people a lot of times talk about or say, I want this, I want that, I want this to happen, I want that to happen, I want this change, I need this change. But you know, nothing really happens because they don't have that. I don't even know how to explain it. It's mental. You have to really want to change. You have to really want for your life and for everything to improve in order for things to get going, in order for things to start rolling. Okay, so that's step number one. You have to mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, you have to want the change. All right. Number two, I guess we're doing numbers. I'm just gonna go by bullet point. Okay. If I'm looking over, I'm looking at my notes. Okay, so yeah, anywho. Number two, you have to be willing to do the work necessary in whatever way that looks for you, whether it be changing your eating habits, changing your daily habits, changing your hobbies. Whatever that looks like for you, you have to be willing to do the work, put in the work every single day. Every day. There's really no days off, honestly, when it comes to bettering yourself, when it comes to changing, when it comes to blossoming into a new you. There's really no days off. So be willing to do the work, okay? Prioritize yourself. Put yourself first, because you are most important right now. You are always most important, okay? Not in a selfish way, just in a sense, just in a way in which you have to put yourself first, because you are first, okay? You are first. Look, who do you see in the mirror every day? Yourself. You. Whose body do you wake up in every day? Your body. So take care of yourself, prioritize yourself. No people pleasing, no overextending yourself. Okay. Of course, there's healthy ways to extend grace and extend help and extend love and energy to others. Of course, there's healthy ways, but when you find yourself overdoing it, you then have put yourself on the back burner. And if you're on the back burner, who's going to show up for you? You're not going to be able to show up for yourself as you should and as you need to. So prioritize yourself. All right. I kind of went off on a tangent, but yeah, be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to do the work, and you have to prioritize yourself. Okay. Okay. Now to double back on what I was saying about mentality and, you know, being ready for the change and being ready to better yourself mentally. That is huge. It's like, it's the same as when, you know, people go on weight loss journeys and people start to exercise. You know, in order to really stay dedicated and disciplined to working out and to, you know, seeing the weight drop from your body, you have to mentally be there. You have to mentally work and mentally, you know, it's all mental. You get it. It's mental. It starts up here. There has to be reprogramming and shifts in the mind. Okay. For me, reprogramming, well, when it came to reprogramming, I quite literally watch YouTube videos. There's plenty of meditation videos on YouTube, affirmations, reprogramming affirmations, and Reiki. You know, there are so many subliminals. Yeah, there's so many subliminals that you can listen to on YouTube while you're asleep, while you're working, while you're exercising, just to really get the mind shifting, just to really get the thought process shifting. Okay, if you listen to affirmations about, you know, self-improvement and just identity restoring and just releasing yourself from lack mentality. If you listen to those affirmations every day or every other day, eventually your mentality will begin to shift and you will begin to operate differently because you think differently, right? So yes, it's all mental. It's really all mental, guys. Okay? Remember that. Hobbies. Hobbies, 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 hobbies. Find a hobby. Develop a hobby. I promise, trust me, when you find yourself occupied doing something that you enjoy, when you find yourself really embracing your inner child and really feeling free of all judgment and all criticism, you know, within your hobbies, that quite literally is a stepping stone when changing yourself and bettering yourself. Okay, really doing things that you enjoy, really taking the time out to prioritize what you like to do. Okay, I really hope this is making sense. I really hope this is making sense. Okay, hobbies. Okay, next, environment. Your environment is so important when it comes to changing, when it comes to identity shifting, when it comes to bettering yourself and bettering your life. You quite literally are where you reside, okay? If you are staying stuck or staying trapped in an unhealthy work environment, let's use this for an example. If you are allowing for yourself to stay stuck in an unhealthy work environment, you will eventually become unhealthy, okay? Mentally, physically, emotionally, you're not going to feel up to par. You're not going to feel like your best self. You're going to feel drained and emotionless and just, you're not going to feel good because your environment is not good. So environment shifts. Okay. I know it's not easy. I understand that everybody can just change jobs and leave a job or move out or, you know, change locations. I completely understand that. I get it. But at the same time, there does come a point in time where you have to take responsibility over your life and really set things in place to change things and shift things, because, you know, you can't blame your environment forever if you're not putting in the work, if you're not doing anything to change the environment, to change what's going on. Okay, you know, I'm not saying it's going to take a week. I'm not saying it's going to take like a month. It could take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 months, a year. Okay, but as long as you begin putting in the work in order to change your environment, in order to shift things, that's all that matters. Take responsibility over your life, take responsibility for what's going on, and sit down with yourself, think logically, practically. Okay, what's going on? What do I need to change? What do I need to shift? What can I do to make my circumstance better? Simple. Simple, because a lot of people nowadays love to blame everybody else, everything else besides themselves. Okay, I see it happen a lot. You have to take responsibility. So that may be a tough pill to swallow for some of you guys, but I'm only here to push you to do better, and I'm only here to push you to want better, okay? So you can get out of the sucky and the horrible circumstances that you may be in currently, okay? Because I've been through it. I understand. I have to take that responsibility because, man, when I tell you, I did not, I did not want to take the responsibility. I did not want to accept reality. But there came a point in time where I'm like, girl, your life sucks because you think horribly. Okay, your environment is horrible. The company that you keep isn't right, isn't well. So you have to make the change. And I had to sit down with myself. So I really encourage you to sit down with yourself, write things out, Pray, meditate, whatever you have to do. Listen to the subliminals and the affirmations. Really get yourself going. Really get yourself in that energy. Okay, I really recommend that. Okay, prioritize yourself. I'm going to keep on saying it. You got to be a little selfish. You got to be a little selfish. Okay, prioritize yourself. All right, because this is your life. And you deserve to live a beautiful life. You deserve to live a life of bliss. And I know everything. I keep patting my face because I'm sweating, y'all. Anywho, like I was saying, I know everything isn't, rainbows and sunshine all the time, but it can be. It can be. It 100% can be. If you want that for your life, if you want the bliss and the rainbows and the sunshine and the lollipops, create that reality. Create that reality for yourself. Do what you have to do to get there. Okay, you have one life. Okay, you're living now. So live. Take the steps to really live, to break free from the matrix, to break free from the programming of this world, of this demonic, whatever the hell is going on here on planet Earth. Break yourself free. Break yourself free. Okay, I cannot stress that enough. All right, last point for the video, to touch a little bit more on the mentality and breaking free from lack mentality. A lot of people remain stuck. A lot of people remain in sucky situations and just, unfortunate circumstances because of their lack mentality. And I understand that lack mentality, it forms from, generational curses and just, ancestral backgrounds and just the way that you may have grown up, not really having enough and always stressing about, where you're going to get your next dollar, where you're going to get your next, whatever the case. All of that creates lack mentality because when you are always worrying about how am I going to get this, how am I going to get that, I'm broke, I'm this, I'm that. When you constantly think and say those things, all you're doing is manifesting brokenness and lack. Okay, you have to really be a little delusional. That's how rich people make it. They're delusional. That's just the reality of it. Okay, but people who have so much money, they manifested that because they believed, oh yeah, I don't got the money in my bank account, but I do got it in my bank account. You got to be a little delusional. You have to break free from the lack mentality. You have to really train your mind to think differently. You could have $50 in your bank account, but manifestingly wise, that's not even a word, but when it comes to manifestation and when it comes to shifting, reprogramming, you really have millions in your bank account. You have to think like that. You have to live like that until you start seeing it manifest into your reality. Okay, law of assumption. All right, there's so many laws. The law of assumption is a beautiful one. Okay, and the law of polarity, goodness gracious, is also another beautiful one. It's all just about how you think. Okay, your mind, where you are mentally, what you want for yourself, and how you're going to get there. That is how you better your life. Okay, start with the mentality. Okay, so I really hope that, this helped whoever is meant to help. I really hope that you found inspiration in the video. I'm really wishing you the best of luck on your journey. You got this. There's literally nothing is off limits. Nothing is off limits. Think that way. Say to yourself, think to yourself, nothing is off limits, period. And nothing will ever be off limits if you believe it. So that's the video. I don't have time. I don't have time for the negative Nancy's. Okay. For the people for the projectors and the narcissists. I don't have time for y'all in my comment section. Okay. So if you want to continue to stay stuck in the matrix, if you want to continue to repeat cycles and live a daunting and draining life, that's good for you. Okay, but for the people who really want change, this video is for you. Don't be in my comments for the negative Nancy's talking crazy. Okay, I advise you to actually put what I spoke about in this video into work, and maybe things will change for you. Maybe you'll become a little more positive. Okay, maybe your life will be a little better for you. All right. Okay. So, y'all, I'm so sarcastic and dramatic, but yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Subscribe to my channel. If you resonate with my energy, of course, like the video and comment down below. All right, I will catch you guys next time. All right, bye.